Episode 2 of my podcast Yappin with Minecraft is out now. Give it a watch, because I have things to say. Welcome back to Yappin, the podcast no one asked for and no one wants, but you're getting anyways. As you can see, we have actions and stuff. I think it looks very nice. Don't know if I'm gonna keep it, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the texture pack. Probably gonna keep the animations, because they're fun, but we'll see. So, the reason I'm back is because today's episode title is Heartache, and it's called this for the exact same reason I talked about in the last episode. I am broken record saying the same stuff, but today, well, kind of felt like my heart was failing. You know, heart failure is very fun, very common to people like me who refuse to stop drinking caffeine. But that's besides the point. I wanted. He's sawing shit off. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to just talk about how I'm feeling, and it's not good. I was driving. I went to get some food, and I was thinking, as you do, I thought about a specific person that you could probably guess, and that led to physical pain. It's so stupid that it actually hurts because I miss somebody. That's a new level of down bad. I don't know. New level of loser. I've spent way too much time away from the girl in question to be still physically hurting because I miss her. And when I say that, I mean that. Like, my heart actually hurts and aches. Like, people will say in books and such, they're like, my heart aches for you. But, mine actually is. I'm sure my caffeine consumption doesn't help. And that is besides the point. We're not talking about that. But I just wanted to go a little more in depth, I guess, about this situation I found myself in. So, the girl in question, number 2 from last video. I told you about how I met her. I think I'm gonna retell the whole story, because might not. I had a physics class with her, and the teacher changed the seats, and I was sitting by her, and she decided to start off the conversation with, "Hey, you're mellow," and I was like, "Yep." I don't know who. Sorry, I don't know your name. And from there, it continued to just small talk, kind of stuff that drives most people crazy. Because talking without anything, you get it. And we would just talk during class. And eventually, I was like, shoot, maybe this girl likes me. It's probably why she decided to talk to me, because most people don't talk to me. I don't really give off the vibe of, hey, come talk to me, because I'm likely screaming at my friends, because I'm annoying. My friends don't like it either, but it's just how I roll. And we continued eventually talking about, like, oh, what are your interests? And I mentioned photography because I do like photography, and it's a very likable interest, you know? You tell someone I like photography, they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's a chill guy. If you tell someone I have over 1,000 hours in Minecraft, they think, oh, you're a loser. And I used the photography move. I know I talked about this one in the last episode. Hey, let me get your number so I could send you some of the pictures I've taken. Very easy. It's a classic move. Works almost every time. And so I got her number. I showed her the pictures I've taken, like I said I would. And then we started having our boring small talk over the phone, which is a lot easier for me because I'm terrible at talking to people. But when it's on a phone, I could kind of get away with it because you don't have to respond nearly as quick. You could take like 3 minutes and it's still considered a fast response. That's way more time than in person. If you're having a conversation with someone face to face and they take 3 minutes to say anything back, you think that person's crazy. But you could do that over text all the time, and no one bats an eye. But when I kiss my homies goodnight, sorry, continuing. From there, it honestly started to go really fast. It only took me so long to decide I'm gonna compliment her, see how it goes. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I can't even go on messages and pull these up because I deleted them for my sake. And, yeah, whatever. I think she was kind of talking to me in a ever so slightly flirtatious way. And I decided, well, I'll see if I think I'm reading this right. So I decided to compliment her eyes. It's an easy one. You have really pretty eyes. It's very cliche, but, you know, I don't know how to talk to people. It's a decent thing to say. Very nice. And she seemed really happy I said that. And pretty sure she complimented me back. I don't know. And from that point on, things went really quick. Pretty quickly, I was like, sorry, I had bad memory. Probably from caffeine. Once again, besides the point. And I started complimenting her more. And pretty soon, it's like, I don't remember exactly how it went down. But somehow, we both came to the agreement that I should ask her to be my girlfriend, but she said, don't do it yet. Kind of thing. Do it later. So I was like, okay, it's fair enough. We've been talking for 2 weeks. And eventually she started to reveal more deeper stuff about her. She doesn't like being complimented, which that one is difficult because, well, when you like someone, you want to say nice things about them, but they don't want them. Kind of difficult. And one thing about myself is I am touchy. It sounds really weird. Kind of is a. I love physical touch. Non-sexual, but that's open as well. Yeah, I just want to hold someone, cuddle, and she very against that. She did not like being touched. I don't want. That's great. She extremely against it. In fact, so that was mostly out of the picture, and I talked to her about it, and my TV dead sound is messed up. I'm wondering. And that was annoying. But I talked to her and it's like, I really want to cuddle sometime. And she was like, maybe in the future if I'm more comfortable. And I just fell in love with her more and more. And I thought things were going great. I had a time that she said I could ask her. Me and my girlfriend, we had been on a few quote unquote dates. Wanted to ask her on a dance, which I think was the part of the main reason she started talking to me. Wanted to go to dance with somebody. The Sadie Hawkins dance. Yeah, I'm a high schooler. Whatever. And so I said, can I do it then? She was like, yeah. But then eventually, not too long before, she was like, hey, can we push it back? She said, let's do it on Christmas. It'd be like a Christmas present. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that works. And that was fine. It was a bit annoying, but it was whatever. She did tell me she had I've pushed it out of my memory. The phobia of relationships. That one. I can't remember the name. I don't want to remember the name. She told me about that, so I was like, yeah, this must be hard for her, but I can wait. I can be patient. I really loved her, so it wasn't that much of an issue. It was just a few months. And through those months, I just grew more and more attached. And I should say during this time, main communication was text. We didn't see each other in person a lot. She has health issues, so she would mainly be at her house and wouldn't be at school all the time, which was annoying. But I was fine with it because I'm better at texting anyways. And so during this time, we were texting more and more. I'd send pictures of me doing, I don't know, stupid stuff. When I first figured out I know how to braid hair, I was braiding my hair. It didn't look good. It was awful. I did like my bangs in a big old braid, and I looked stupid, but it was whatever. It was fun for me. And I'd like send pictures like that. I'd be like, I got this weird thing on my leg. I don't know. It's like a weird stretch mark. Send a picture, and it was cool. She wouldn't send a lot of pictures. Occasionally she would. She sent a picture of her holding a Sphinx cat, a hairless cat. She was like, I love these things. And I was like, that's a cute cat. And it is. Uh, I've been heavily affected by things she said she liked. I now, to this day, myself like. I changed myself so much over one girl, and honestly, not a lot amount of time. It's very unhealthy, but I don't care. Yeah, she loved animals. She really loved animals, and well, I've always liked animals. I do love most of them, but it wasn't until I met her that I really realized I love all sorts of animals. All, so many of them. They're awesome. Like crows. I love crows. They can talk, and they have super cool voices. They're like super deep and silky. Crows and ravens. Uh, hello. They talk like that, kind of, but more put together. They're cool. Um. Anyways, yeah, she loved all animals. I couldn't find one she didn't like. I tried. I tried, even with the naked mole rat, a classic. She loved that one too. And so that's one of the main things that's had lasting effects. I just kind of love almost all animals now. I'm, I've always been an animal guy, sort of. I absolutely love cats. I have one. My sister kept one of my cat's kittens, but I'm really nice to cats, so he hangs out with me. And I have a kitten that I'm supposed to get rid of, but she's not going, so I might end up with 3 cats. And my family has 3 dogs, and I love them all very much. The one issue with having more than 2 animals, though, is you can't pet all of them at once. You can try, but usually they don't like it when you pet them with your feet. I'm getting off topic. This is the Enderman. Everyone's like trying to fuck. What's this? He look at me because he has them eyes. He won't look at me. I'm still getting off topic. Uh, where was I? Uh, yeah, okay. And during the time between the dance and Christmas, retexting, I guess it's sending picture, getting very close. Very, so I thought, and I'm a very clingy, I guess. I get very attached. I was heavily, I mean heavily attached to her. It's like my autism hyperfixation for the time was her as a person, which being hyper-focused on a person like that is never a good thing. It usually just leads to problems, because you want to talk to someone 24/7, but you have to do stuff, they have to do stuff, you don't want to get super annoying, but it was whatever. I would talk to her as much as I could. And she'd usually talk back a lot. We would do a lot of talking, and we would have some crazy conversations about literally anything. A lot of them got, I guess, dirty is the correct word, but it's not like, ooh, I want to bend you over and peg you until your brains fall out. Unfortunately, I wish. Yeah, they were just kind of weird. It's like I would say, oh, I can eat myself a push-up bra to show off my pecs. Do you feel like, dang, I have one, you want to try it? And I'd be like, yeah, you know, that, that's not the best explanation, but I'm having a hard time remembering. Um, I'm getting distracted by Minecraft. There's a lot going on. Yeah, and when around the time finally came, she was like, hey, we need to talk. I was like, okay, what's up? She was like, I don't I don't think I'm gonna be ready for a relationship by Christmas. I was like, great, all right. When she said maybe 2 years, and she was like, I completely understand if you want to leave me now, and I think you probably should because even after 2 years, I don't know if I'll actually be ready. I like what we have now, and I don't want to lose you, but I don't think I'll ever be ready. And of course, this sucked. I'll be like, yeah, I said, it's okay. I can wait, but I need to think about this. So for a few days, I didn't talk to her, and I was just thinking. But when I did talk to her, it was honestly what I said didn't matter. She just said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you down. You deserve better than me, and I don't want to stop you from being in the relationship you want because I can't do it." And she basically just kind of forced me away. But I said, "Well, can we postpone this a bit? I have Christmas gifts for you. I want to give you first. Can we wait till it was like 2 days before Christmas Eve? Can we just wait till then? We do it that night." And for those 2 days, it was really sad. We were both mainly reminiscing because it had been a good amount of time. But compared to, most people getting in relationships, it wasn't that long. Less than 6 months, but the same time frame. But I knew her time went really fast, like unbelievably. Like I said, almost 6 months. It was like a blink of an eye. Finished. It was incredibly. It was weird almost because I'd think about it and I'd be like, wow, I met you months ago. Sorry, I'm kind of getting choked up. I might cry later. Probably not on the mic. If I do, I'm gonna leave it in because I don't want to edit any of this. I don't use CapCut because the only other free editing software I know of, it didn't do this before, but I guess it does now. Giant watermark over the center of your screen, like from the left to the right center, and it's a giant bar. Stupid. Like, if you want to make me buy Pro, um, why have an option to not buy it if the only way you could get your videos with a giant watermark? CapCut has a little thing at the end. I'll leave that in, or it might put a little. Sometimes it puts a little thing in the corner that says CapCut. That's fine. Not this giant watermark. Getting sidetracked because I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, and I was really, really happy, which I am very much depressed, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a teenager. I'm so depressed. I love My Chemical Romance. I didn't listen to MCR at the time. That's a new thing. But yeah, I'm on pills. 2 of them. I've said this already. Fun little pills that supposedly help. I can't tell if they actually do. But my mom thinks they do, but I don't know. I just work here. Um. Oh, it's hard to think. Um. Where was I? So I'm getting so distracted. Like, right. So then it came the day, you know, just before Christmas Eve, and we gave each other gifts. I got. It kind of shows how close we were. I got her a a lobster plush, but not like a normal one. It was a rice bag one for periods because I thought it was funny. She really liked it. I got her something else. Sweatpants. That's right. She said she wanted sweatpants. So I got her some nice Young LA sweatpants. Very comfy. Young LA, please sponsor me. Please sponsor the podcast. I'll model the Hello Pocket jeans. I'm gonna buy them soon. Anyways, and she got me a big multi-purpose sketchbook and some what's I'm forgetting the name. Those like oil-based crayon kind of things that are like basically really fancy crayons. And yeah, and we watched some movies. Oh, I also gave her a kitten. Yeah, that one that was a pretty nice gift. Um, nice. Um, I did give her a kitten. This kitten she knew she was gonna get for a long time. We planned on it, and So we gave each other gifts. I gave her a cat. We watched some horror movies because we both like. It makes it harder to read. We watched 2 horror movies, and then near the end, she said she would hug me, even though she hated touching. We hugged, and I cried quite a bit. Then I walked her to her car, and I never saw her again. Well, I guess I saw her in school, but I never knew her anymore. Different person. Someone I know so much about, but don't know. Someone I've never met, but I could tell you all her interests and hobbies. And I'm getting so distracted. And I had to stop texting her, and I did for a few weeks before I caved. I texted her again, and then I kept texting her, and she said, hey. She would respond once in a while, but she said, hey, you should stop texting me. I don't think it's helping you, and it's not helping me either. And so like, alright, yeah, I'll stop. I think I texted her again. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Either way, I haven't texted her in 5 months. I deleted all our conversations. Pretty sure I still actually have her number saved in my phone, which is honestly, I need to get rid of it. Just, I don't want to. I'm so bad at letting go. As you could probably tell, I've started a podcast to bitch about my feelings to a total of 0 viewers. Because why not? And so I had so much in common with her. It was like a weirdly large amount of things that we both liked. And I'm not just saying stuff I decided that I like because I liked her. It was just a large amount of actual stuff. It's like, oh, do you like cats? I love cats. And do you like photography? I love photography. That that sort of thing. And it really sucks to lose someone you love so much. And there's nothing you can do to keep them. Nothing you can do, with nothing I would have done, I guess. People are different. And the correct word to use is submissive. Kind of just, I listened to everything she said and kind of just agreed. Very much a pushover. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. And then you like, turn into very, very simple. She'd be like, you should do that. And I'd be like, okay. Like, no, no thoughts for my own. Just whatever she wanted. It's very, very unhealthy. I am aware. But I also don't care. Just think makes it worse. Still, that's besides the point. Throat hurts. You know? Like when you're about to cry, throat hurts. I sound like I'm gonna cry. Probably because my throat hurts. But my eyes don't actually feel like I'm gonna. Still, I probably will when I continue to think about her. Yeah, it really hurts. It sucks. And, I've talked to my friends about this as much as I could, but it's not like I could ever get an answer that I wanted. It's like, yeah, it's really hard. Like, my friends in question are the only people who listen to this. A Mexican Jew. The Jew doesn't actually listen to these. Unsupportive. I don't know, steal his teeth. I'm gonna make him watch this one. Yeah, so I lost someone that I loved who loved me but didn't have. It's really weird to explain. She loved me, but she couldn't love me at the same time. It sucks. She couldn't be emotionally there, and I was more than emotionally there for 3 people, honestly. I had locked myself in a cell of affection for a girl who could only give so much back. She always said she wanted to love me as much as I loved her, but she just couldn't. She had pretty severe trauma, and it just made it so she couldn't. There, but yeah, I think that's about all I got. Well, actually, no, there's a bit more. Yeah. Um, was I? We were never official. She didn't like the titles. She didn't like the official boyfriend girlfriend thing. We went on dates, all that, but it was never official. So she's not even technically next because it was nothing. The whole time that I felt so much, it really wasn't anything. The feelings I had for her, the feelings she had back, was just nothing. Even though I wanted it to be something so bad. Ugh. Sorry if you can hear my cat messing around. I can't stop her. Yeah, so that's the whole story. That's why my heart physically hurts, and I don't think it's just heart failure. I think it's a mixture of both, which is always fun. Fun fact: heartbreak is an actual medical condition, and severe cases can cause death. You can die of heartbreak. It's it's not good for your body, not at all. Yeah, just a little fun fact. I know because I want to go into the medical field, but I also don't. I'm kind of just interested in it. I don't want to be a doctor. I'd love for this to do good. That I can make money talking to myself. Maybe eventually talking to my friends, having them say stupid stuff. Maybe a less serious podcast. I might do good. Looking for a good spot to build. I've been doing it this whole time. And I've been through pretty good spots, but I'm just greedy and I want better. And it keeps leading me to the ice spikes, which I don't really want to build in. Probably gonna do something over there instead. And I remembered some more stuff. Girl in question, I quite literally plan to marry her. I'm pretty damn simple. I was like, we could get married, could have a house, we could have kids, and she'd talk about what she'd want to do in the future. She'd be like, yeah, I want kids. I want to adopt kids. I don't want to give birth, which she was a very unique person. So that was just one of her things. Um, yeah, that was whatever. I would have been fine with adopting. She's like, I want a few acres of land. I want a house, and I want a ton of animals. I want Highland cows. She'd say all this stuff. She'd always say, whatever we talked about it, she'd always say my kids. She would never say ours, which, yeah, I know, crazy. I'm a crazy person for saying this shit. But, I'd say ours. Because she knew I wanted to marry her. She definitely knew. We quite literally talked about it. You're like, what would the wedding be like? How would you propose? You know, it was a very unique situation. That's uh, oh, I heard again. Ow. Could I just have a heart attack instead? Honestly, probably feel better. This hurts. I don't know if it's like actual pain or if I'm hallucinating. I haven't done that much research on what heartbreak it does to your body. Uh, what I do know is it just causes a lot of stress. And I know what stress does to your body. Ruins your hair. Oh, just laying. Because I hate myself. Ooh. You're not allowed to say it. Yeah. I do, but I do like my hair. I need to keep better care of it. I do. What I feel like is not enough, but I'll see other people with my hair type, like on Instagram, and they'll have it so super, super fuzzy and light, and I'll be like, It's the same hair type. I could do that with my hair. But I feel like when I do that, it feels unhealthy. I really don't know. I might just shave it off, shoot my sleeve. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on YouTube. The last episode, I said a lot without thinking about it. I really don't care. The first episode, I started saying racist stuff, and I said faggot. I don't think YouTube likes that word. I know which word they don't like more. It starts with a C, and then it ends with a UNT. I'm not even gonna say any of it because I hate that word. People so quickly. Take my video down if I say that. Or they'll put ads on it so they can make money. And I'm not making money. You need people to watch your videos, make money. But that's besides the point. Where was I? I'm so sidetracked on whatever I'm supposed to be saying. Oh, my head hurts too now. In my eyes, but that's because I'm forgetting to blink. I do that. Stupid. If you couldn't tell. Oh, I'm thinking too much. I like it when I don't think. That's why I have a crippling caffeine addiction. So I think less, and it's very much working. If you know anything about autism, you know it makes you think a lot, especially paired with ADHD. Makes you think a lot, and you think a lot about everything. And so I drink a ton of caffeine. I think the reason I got the addiction in the first place is because when you have enough of it, you get a rush, but you tend to. It pairs very well. Autism, ADHD, kind of. I think. Uh, uh, yeah, it pairs very well. It kind of makes you feel normal. I've heard people with ADHD. Well, a lot of people with ADHD find out in college after doing cocaine and feeling normal. They're like, huh, I feel great. I feel fine. And that's apparently cocaine makes people with ADHD normal. I should try it. I have nowhere to get cocaine. I'm a child, and also that stuff's expensive, man. Not worth it. From all my research, caffeine powder is essentially cocaine. It's a stimulant. It's white powder. Kind of expensive. Way cheaper though. And by all means, if you snort it, it will go into your bloodstream way quicker and hit way harder than drinking it through normal means. Which that I don't have any source on that. I thought of that myself completely, but it makes sense. I I just I know about the body. No enough. And cats are fighting. Stop it. They love each other. They just pretend they don't. Hey, I have a kitten. Do you want to say anything? She doesn't want to. She's thinking about it. She's not super chatty. I'm gonna put her in my shirt. She likes it. It's warm. And she also usually bites my nipple looking for milk. And it hurts. I could never be a mother. Ow. She's clawing me. Stop it. You. I'm gonna put my cat on the mic. Meow. You know? It's a reference. Say something. She won't talk, but she will scratch me. Go over there. Be nice. Me and a cat. Ow, I grit my teeth. That hurt. I think I'm gonna build somewhere around here. It's a good spot. Birch forest. Now they have the. What he's gonna call them? Wildflowers. Yeah, now they have the wildflowers. It's really pretty. There's a clearing here. There's water there. That's perfect. It's an oak forest. It's a nice spot. Oh, and I will. Probably put a house up here in the clearing. And just clear out all that. Have a nice little area down there. Yeah, I think that's my plan. Me talking about Minecraft as if I wasn't trauma dumping a minute ago. Maybe I'm the problem. I am the problem. Someone's gonna. Not only am I the problem, I'm very much the root cause of why I'm not in a relationship. Like I said last time, I'm bisexual, so I got a lot of options. But I don't want to. I'm scared because I'm a bitch. I know. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Almost at the hour mark. You know what? I'm gonna try to end it at the hour mark. Got a little bit more I can do. My teeth really hurt. I grit my teeth because I was mad at my cat. But I'm not gonna do anything to her. So I don't know, tend to hurt myself. I have 2 chips on my teeth. I have one on my top right tooth, and I have one on my bottom right tooth. You know, they can touch, and they make me. Oh, I haven't looked at this. Yeah, I can't hear in-game volume, so I hope this sounds good for you guys. Yeah, so I tense my body up, grit my teeth, and hurt myself instead of my cat. Because I love, because I love my cat. Even if she's a little stinker, I still love her. And she sometimes will love me back. She doesn't like to do it. Pretend she doesn't like me, but she does. But when she's tired, she'll sit and kind of beg for pets. It's really cute. And she likes to cuddle. Like I had her under my shirt for a while, and she just sat there, just warm. But then eventually she bit my nipple and it hurt and clawed me. But you can't win them all. But I can try to win them all, and that's why I have the whole episode talking about heartbreak. because I try to win them all. That's actually a complete lie. I'm scary people, man. They're scary. You ever seen a woman? They're terrifying. That's another reason why I'm alone. I say shit like that. I am 100% the cause of my problems. And I'm not doing anything about it. I'm only making it worse. My personal Instagram is not as bad as mellowing out, but it's not much better. It's pretty bad. I should probably. I don't need to do that. What's this? I should probably do something before I. See, I don't know what to do though. If I want people to like me, I've got to post stuff. But when I post stuff, it's not making my situation better. Actively making it worse, some would say. But well, I heard they're making this guy sell better stuff. That's better. It is better. No, I don't want to kill him. That jig was so nice. Do it again. Please. Do it again. No, I don't want to kill him. If I kill his llamas, I could get his leads. I don't want to kill him though. The animation made him look a fool. He's just a little guy. But I don't. That's llamas. Yeah. He doesn't care. Look, he's hanging out, right? Yeah. He doesn't care about them. I need some leads just in case. Yeah, look, come here. Come here. Oh, oh crap. I can't tell when it's dark enough for mobs to spawn. With the texture pack, it's everything's very bright. Um, okay. Okay. 2 minutes to the hour? Yeah, I could talk about absolutely nothing. Because I'm terrible at talking. I scare all the women away from me. All the other Viltrumites are scared. I want to be a voice actor. Doesn't mean I'm that good at it. I like to think I'm good at it. I'm not. It's called delusions. We love delusions. I think I'm actually going insane. Like clinically. It's bad. It's all my fault. Like everything else, it's my fault. I want to pierce my ears, but my dad won't let me. And I don't know why. He doesn't know I'm bisexual. But I don't think that's the problem. I don't think he's homophobic. He won't tell me. He said it's a bad move for a dude. Okay. But why? He won't answer my questions. I'm going to bug him until he lets me. I just want to wear earrings. They're fun. Just more jewelry. I'm getting a fashion sense. Because ever since the girlie left me, I'm trying to become a better person. I don't know. I don't think it's going well, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying. Well, that's the hour mark. Why don't I have my emote? I need my wave. Thank you. So long, I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. Probably. I'm gonna take my pills and go to work. Ugh, work. Lame. Yeah. Alright.